Hello, beautiful tribe. Tamala here. And I'm just jumping on because I just wanted to talk about tapping because I love tapping. And I know that many of you probably use tapping, have either heard of tapping, use it a little bit, and some of you might not have even heard of it before. But for those of you who do know a little bit about it, tapping or EFT, emotional freedom technique, one of the biggest barriers that so many people come across, I think, when they first learn tapping, and so many of my clients that I teach tapping to have come back to me and said, look, I've tried tapping before, or I've done it recently and I just gave up because I just didn't know what to say. And the reason that I wanted to jump on today is because it's such a big barrier for people to use this phenomenally amazing and profound tool. And I wanted to bust this myth that that you have to say anything at all. So when you're tapping, the most important thing to do is just to tap. So if you know the points, there's many points, but the basic points are just these ones that I'm doing now. And if you're feeling a little bit blah, or you're feeling a bit upset or grumpy, or that's just under my arm, in the middle of the bra strap, that point, or a bit, any uncomfortable emotion you can tap through, yeah? And most of the times people think that they have to say something. Usually when you do say something, you're purging. So you're pretending as though you're on the phone to your best friend or your soul sister or your mum or your partner, and you're just going, bleh. You're just going, she said this and he said that and I'm really upset, and just bleh, just getting it up and out without being politically correct, without worrying about offending anybody. You're just getting it up and out. All of these little thoughts and emotions that are sitting in your body anyway, you're getting them up and out, and I'm feeling angry and I'm feeling upset because this person did this or this happened and it really upset me and it pissed me off and it's not fair and blah 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 blah. And that's usually the type of language that you would say, but I'm not here to talk to you about that. What I'm here to say is that you don't actually have to say anything. The most important thing is the tapping. The tapping is on the end points of the meridians. Energy and fear get stuck in our meridians, which causes us great discomfort, pain, and disease. What we want to do is shift the emotions. So if you, quite often, sometimes you don't even know why you're feeling a bit blah. We can have PMS, yeah? We can be, wake up in the morning and just feel a bit yuck or a bit anxious about the day. We have no idea why. We can just tap. You can just bring yourself into the present moment. You can feel that anxiety in your stomach or your chest, wherever you feel it in your throat. And you can just tap. You can just focus and be with that feeling and just tap on it. Just using the points without saying a word, and just connecting in with the uncomfortable feeling and just tapping. And you will find a shift. There will be a shift. You'll feel a shift in the energy, a shift in the feeling, a shift in your thoughts. It will happen. The other thing you can do is you can just use one or two words as well. So if it's anxiousness when you wake up and you're not quite sure why, you can simply say, I'm feeling anxious. I'm so anxious and I don't know why. And then you can describe those physical symptoms in your body. I feel it in my stomach. It feels like a knot in my solar plexus. My throat feels constricted. I'm just feeling really anxious and I don't know why. This anxiousness is all-consuming. It's feeling really heavy. I just feel anxious. Anxious everywhere. My whole body is feeling anxious and worried. That's it. Or you can just use the word fear. I'm feeling fearful, or I'm feeling angry, or I'm feeling sad. You don't have to attach a big long narrative to it in order for the tapping to help to shift the emotion. The intellectualization of the tapping is a bonus, because sometimes we can come into the epiphanies and we can really get to the understanding intellectually of where these issues come from, but you don't have to. You can just tap. I tap every morning in the shower. That's why I have such long showers. And sometimes I don't even know what it is I'm tapping on. I'll just tap. I'll just do a couple of rounds of tapping and I'll feel this energetic shift, this calmness take over me, or a reduction in the feeling that I was once feeling. Just being mindful and present of the emotion, coming in, honing in, honoring, accepting, showing compassion, love and support for the difficult emotion can help to shift it anyway. Oh my gosh, hi Kylie, how you going, beautiful? I'm just talking about tapping. I'm not sure if you know much about it. So just showing some presence, just coming into that difficult emotion, just being present with, sitting with and tapping on the uncomfortable emotion is enough to help to shift it, to loosen that stagnant energy in the meridians, to bring movement about, to open up space is what tapping does. Tapping turns off the stress response. When we get caught in a difficult emotion, the stress response turns on and we're putting adrenaline and cortisol through our bodies. Tapping turns it off. Yeah? It turns off that fearful, tight, stressful feeling. But tapping tells the body that it's safe. It puts down the red flags. Tapping is one of the most profound, healing, transformative, amazing tools on the planet. And it's free and it's easy. And all you need to do is tap. I would highly encourage a daily tapping practice because quite often people just use it when they really, really need it or when they're really upset. And in those moments, we forget about it because the logical mind's been shut down and we've been overwhelmed with emotion. So doing a tapping practice daily, waking up 2 minutes, doing this tapping can help to tap off anything that you're worried about coming up in the day, that's left over from yesterday. You can just sit with those emotions and do some tapping. Tapping at nighttime before you go to bed is phenomenal because you can tap off anything that's happened during the day, anything that's residual, that's still running around in your mind. And what that does is it helps you to have a much more rejuvenative sleep so that your subconscious is not processing all of that stressful emotions that has happened during the day because we've just tapped it off. You're going to have a much more rejuvenative sleep and then you're going to wake up feeling a whole lot better. It's like a cleansing of the mind, the body and the soul. It's one of the most amazing and profound tools that you could possibly even think of using. And it's super duper simple. So I teach tapping. I'm currently launching my Soul Connection mentorship program, which takes other healers, coaches, yoga teachers like Kylie, kinesiologists, if you're a space holder and a healer in any way, shape or form, I have a mentorship program that I'm currently launching. It's a 6-month journey where you get qualifications in EFT so that you can bring EFT and tapping into the work, into your modality already. I teach mindfulness. I teach you how to teach mindfulness to your students. I teach the Virtues Project, which is a whole other amazing project. I teach spiritual companioning, how to ask our clients the right questions in order for them to come up with their own amazing and divine intuition within themselves rather than us being a directive or giving the answers to them. We also focus on spiritual integrity and intuition. So it's an amazing 6-month mentorship program, pretty much teaching other healers, facilitators, coaches, the tools that I've learned over my 15 years experience as a drug and alcohol counsellor. We do talk about addiction as well, but not so much. We go to the depths of addiction to fear, addiction to our own trauma, addiction to our own victimhood, and how to resolve that within ourselves. So it's personal, spiritual, and professional development. So we get to work on your own stuff, your own up-leveling, your own release of trauma and fear. Professional development to take these tools into your modality, and spiritual development, much more focus on connection to self, others, earth and spirit. So if anyone has any questions about the program, please reach out and we can have a chat about it, and I'll leave a link to the page in the comments below. But at the end of the day, please just tap. You don't even have to speak. If you're new to tapping, just tap. Tap, tap. That's all you need to do. It's amazing. Okay, have a beautiful day. Thanks for joining, Kylie. Not sure if you're still here. Mwah. See you soon.